Please rise as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning. Come on, this is a great day. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Tim Cordero. I'm the Fire Chief, Dorado County Fire District, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out today. This is a great event for us. We have 6 new members that are joining our fire department that we're going to be presenting with their badges and their oath of office. And in conjunction with that, it's kind of a double event. We're recognizing the grand reopening of Medic 49, the ambulance that provides service here in Diamond Springs. So thank you to our new paramedics and for Medic 49 coming back. And just a little backstory as to how we got here. You know, when we recognized the closure of Medic 49 and the impacts to our system and our citizens, with Dorado County Fire, we started having conversations like, what can we do here? Because the system needs it. How can we partner? How can we bring this unit back? And collectively, with the staff at our fire department, we started coming up with some ideas. And as we started having those conversations, like, well, let's take a step out on that ledge and maybe see what that looks like, see what that feels like. And as those things started to work out, we said, you know, let's take another step out on that ledge and see if we can't really put together a program, find the personnel that we need to bring this ambulance back. And as we started working through that process, we kind of quickly realized, you know what? We're not stepping out on a ledge here. This is a pathway. This is a roadway that we can get on. We can join with our partners here in Diamond Springs and actually bring this ambulance back to service. So, you know, it wouldn't happen without the collaborative effort of all of my staff at Dorado County Fire, Chief Gallagher and his staff here in Diamond Springs, and really collectively we've come together, we put our heads together. How do we make this program successful, and how do we bring this back into fruition? And so I really, you know, personally want to thank all of my crew, all of the staff at County Fire in Diamond Springs, our board members on both sides for supporting us on this endeavor, which was a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking. There was some creativity that took place, some flexibility, and really today is when we bring this thing to fruition. And most importantly, I really want to thank the captains at Diamond Springs Fire. The captains at Diamond Springs Fire, they supervise our crews. Really noisy when I go. They supervise our crews every day. They look out for our crews. They have welcomed them into their firehouse as part of their own. It's a very unique and collaborative operation that we have taking place. But, you know, most importantly, they keep my people safe. And so to Captain Daniels, Captain Morgan, and Captain Parsons, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for bringing them in. So again, thank you for being here. We have a few comments from Chief Gallagher that will be coming up, Supervisor Thomas here just momentarily, and our JPA Executive Director, Kristen Jorgensen. But again, thank you. This is a great event, and we'll Chief Gallagher.
Well, welcome. As you heard, I'm Matt Gallagher, Fire Chief here at Diamond Springs, El Dorado. And just a brief history, we've been running a medic unit in this department for over 40 years. Back in the 70s, Foothill Ambulance packed up and left the county with no ambulance service. So Diamond Springs, El Dorado, and at the time was Pollock Pines Camino Fire, which is now El Dorado County Fire, stepped up and staffed up 2 ambulances to serve the entire county. So you can imagine how devastating it was when we got to a point that we were unable to staff this medic unit. And I want to thank the El Dorado County Fire for stepping up and helping us out and partnering with us to make this happen and make this medic unit come back to this community. I also want to thank them for, while the medic unit was down, they had one of their other medic units come up into the area to help cover this area while this is going on. So I want to give a big round of applause to El Dorado County Fire. Appreciate it. with that, there's going to be exciting times coming up. Both departments are partnering in a lot of different adventures. We're doing shared service with our prevention department, our training department, as well as our chief coverage. This past winter, we were able to staff up rescue teams together to serve the community during the storms. And I think this is just the start. And I'm looking forward to the future of the two departments and where we can be. Thank you.
Supervisor Thomas. We'd also like to recognize that we have Supervisor Parlin here in the audience as well today. So thank you both for being here.
Good morning. Just what a great crowd today. Thank you all for coming out and supporting this momentous day. Today is all about dedication to service and love of our county and its communities. And our fire services are facing some harsh realities with costs just climbing exponentially, whether it's services, equipment, fire insurance. At the same time, their revenues are staying stagnant at best. Our fire districts are funded heavily by our property taxes. And as you all know, El Dorado County does not have a mentality. We don't want rampant growth. And that puts our fire services in quite a bind. And they're having to make some hard decisions, like they made when they had to take this ambulance out of service. And yet, their dedication to our communities caused this incredible collaboration to come together to recognize how important this medic unit was to the citizens of the Diamond Springs, El Dorado communities, and the system, the ambulance system as a whole. And so I just applaud the out-of-the-box thinking and the willingness to, lay down whatever was in the way of coming together to find a solution to fix this in service to our communities. And not only are they doing that with this medic unit, but they're also leading the charge in El Dorado County as they continue to explore consolidation and annexation to make sure that we have efficiencies within our fire system so our communities can have the very, very best protection that possible. That said, fire stations and ambulances would be nothing without the dedicated men and women who are willing to put themselves in harm's way to serve all of us. And so I'd just like to recognize and express deep gratitude for all the firefighters and paramedics and captains and battalion chiefs and EMS workers for their willingness to serve our community. Very proud that our son happens to be a paramedic with El Dorado County Fire, and just really are very excited for the paramedics that are stepping up today to staff this ambulance and our EMS system. So immense gratitude for all of you. Thank you for your out-of-the-box thinking. I would also like to thank the El Dorado Community Foundation for providing tuition services for our paramedics. Once again, robust collaboration between fire districts and our community. And you know what? That's what El Dorado County is all about. So thank you for being here and celebrating this momentous day. And congratulations to El Dorado County Fire and the Diamond Protection Fire District for stepping up and serving the needs of our community in such an incredible way.
We now are fortunate to have the executive director of our Joint Powers Authority that manages all of our ambulance systems here in the county, Christy Jorgensen, and she has a few words for us as well.
Please thank those responsible for my care that day. I don't know what would have become of me without their expertise and kindness. They were extremely gentle with him, caring, cautious, and so very compassionate. Thank you for being such amazing, selfless individuals on the job. You were one of the first people that really saw me. You didn't give up talking to me even when I didn't talk to you. I saw a spark of hope on that ambulance. I saw kind eyes, a man who was taking time from his own life to save others. Thank you for saving me. I will live the rest of my life appreciating the wisdom you gave me. These are direct quotes from members of our community who received care from the men and women in our EMS system. John Piper said, "You don't have to know a lot of things for your life to make a lasting difference in the world, but you do have to know the few great things that matter, perhaps just one, and then be willing to live for them and die for them." Your calling requires that you know a lot of things that can make the difference between life and death, things that remind a parent that their child is in the most capable hands during that medical emergency, things that remind the elderly that you hear their medical complaint and you will treat them with respect and dignity, things that support your partner on the ambulance before they even know they need it, and things that protect the other responding emergency personnel on your incident. Your work will make a lasting difference in the world of the people that you serve, not just your community, but this family that you have joined. Congratulations on your new role, and welcome to our family.
Thank you, Christy. Christy really is the one who keeps our ambulance system rolling every day. Without her dedication and just incredible work that she does, these ambulances wouldn't be stocked the way they are with all the supplies and repairs and everything. So thank you, Christy. We truly appreciate your support. Next, I'd like to invite up the union presidents from both Dorado County Fire and Diamond Springs Fire, as they, Captain Pagansky and Captain Daniels, who represent their groups, they had a big seat at the table during these conversations. They were really part of this whole package that we've been able to put together today. Without their support and really collaboration, joining in with the rest of us, we wouldn't be here today. So I'd like to invite both of them up and thank you guys both for your support on this project.
Good morning. I'm Jacob Bogansky. I represent the Dorado County Professional Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 3556. And this is Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, Diamond Springs Fire, Local 4972.
We are proud to be here today on this important occasion of reopening one of the county's ambulances. And congratulations to our new paramedics. We welcome you with open arms and wish each and every one of you a happy, safe, and long career here with us. Restoring the service of this unit is important for the community and the services our paramedics and firefighters provide. Earlier this month, all of our crews were not only responding to the normal variety of emergency calls for services, they were doing it with the additional challenges of record amounts of snow and inclement weather. On one particular afternoon, a response was summoned to US Highway 50 in the Strawberry area, where a motorist had rolled over their car and become injured. Due to another call in the area, crews that were closer were already tied up, and an engine from Placerville responded and was able to provide advanced life support care. Our highly skilled paramedics went to work performing the interventions they know how to do to stabilize this trauma victim. Unfortunately, their closest ambulance was responding from much further away and took nearly 15 more minutes to arrive. Had this patient needed to be transported by ground, then that is time that the crews would have been simply waiting for a ride for their victim. Had Medic 49 been staffed at that time, they would have most likely been on the call and would have been only a few minutes behind that hospital engine. As staffing our system is important to the success of our system. We can't be expected to maintain expected standards when we're lacking essential pieces of the puzzle, in this case ambulances. Our emergency medical system is more important than ever. Our county's population is progressively aging and therefore more reliant on the essential services that we provide them every day. we need to look for every opportunity going forward to reinvest in our emergency medical services system to make it sustainable. And for its success, our EMS system must be robust enough to handle the demands of our county and have resiliency to be able to handle the stresses that we're presented with. Overall, we need our ambulance system to be an effective asset for our community. We look forward to future opportunities to engage with our agencies as well as the county to make strides in further advancing and strengthening our emergency medical services system.
Good morning. Excuse me. Just to kind of reiterate what everybody said here, this is a real partnership what we're doing, and the members of both of our agencies that work on the line, they're very committed to what they do, very committed to serving the community and providing the best quality EMS and fire service that we can with what we have. I feel like this collaboration that we've started has been very successful so far. We're very hopeful. We've had the new PAOs on the line now for a couple of tours, and I can tell you so far it's been a great success. We've had a lot of support from El Dorado County Fire and from our administration, so I'd like to thank Chief Gallagher and Chief Cordero and Christy and all the members of our administrative staff for all the work, because it is a lot of work. And we're blending agencies right now, which is something that we've never done in this community. So I would just like to say thank you to everybody who's been involved. We wholeheartedly support this process, and we're hoping that these annexation discussions are successful, because we really need to kind of change and adapt to all the hurdles that are starting to come up against us in the fire service. So from the members of Local 4972, I just want to say thank you, and that's it.
And now it's my honor and privilege to call forward Chief Talbot with Travel Fire and his crew. With El Dorado County Fire, we've had a relationship with the Shield Springs Band Miwok Indians at Red Hawk Casino since the casino opened back in 2008. And part of what's become really just something we've come to expect, Chief Talbot, with our promotional ceremonies and events like that is the ritual blessing and prayers for, in this case, our new paramedics and our new unit that are coming in place, and to really make sure that they get set off on that right foot and they're being protected and blessed. So, Chief Talbot, I will turn it over to you and thank you for you and your crew for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief. Like you, I like to take my guys out of their comfort zone. So I'm gonna have Martinez explain why I'm doing this song.
Well, he's not wrong. He definitely likes to put us out of our comfort zone. But Chief Talbot, he's gonna be blessing us with a very special song. It's the Eagle song. It's a song that connects us all with strength, knowledge, courage, and we hope that you guys can take the strength of the Eagle with you moving forward, and you can guide your path. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
So the part that these fine folks are waiting on is actually they presented their badges, and then we'll do their oath of office. And I'd like to take just a few minutes on each one of them and give just a little history, a little bio on what they've done throughout their careers and how they ended up here joining our family in Diamond Springs and Dorado County Fire. So our first paramedic is Paramedic Brad Gates. Brad Gates has over 20 years of EMS experience in the state of California and for the federal government. Brad started his EMS career in Contra Costa County as an EMT in 2001 and became a paramedic in 2003. Since then, Brad is promoted within the private and government EMS ranks to EMS Lieutenant, EMS Captain, Special Operations Unit Captain, is a member of the FEMA Incident Management Team and the FEMA Ambulance Contract, and the Senior Emergency Services Coordinator for the State of California Emergency Medical Authority. Brad has a wealth of EMS experience in both California and nationally, including deployments to the Valley Fire, the Clayton Fire, the North Bay Fires, Hurricanes Matthew, Harvey, Irma, Maria, Florence, and Michael. Brad is considered one of the foremost subject matter experts on mass patient movement, incident command systems for EMS, and disaster medical coordination, along with ambulance strike team operations. Paramedic Kyle Lopez. Kyle Lopez is 31 years old and grew up in Citrus Heights, where he currently resides. His wife also works in the healthcare service as an ultrasound technician, and they're expecting their first child, a son, in the next week or so. Kyle has worked in the EMS system for 5.5 years. The last 3 years as a paramedic in San Joaquin County and South Lake Tahoe. In his free time, Kyle enjoys binge watching TV shows with his wife. Honesty is part of the job. Playing golf, camping during the summer, and snowboarding during the winter. Kyle is excited to work for Dorado County Fire in his role as a paramedic. And today, Kyle will have his badge pinned by his wife, Mallory. Taylor Ferguson. Taylor Ferguson is 29 years old and grew up in the suburbs of Salt Lake City, Utah, moving to Folsom in 2020 with his wife, who works as a nurse in the emergency department of Sutter Roseville. Taylor and his wife recently celebrated the first birthday of their son, Isaac. Taylor has worked as an EMT in various capacities over the years, such as a 911 ambulance, an emergency department technician, and as a combat medic for the Utah Army National Guard for 6 years. Thank you for your service, Taylor. After returning from his deployment in 2019, Taylor transitioned out of the Army and began working and completed his associate's degree in fire science. In July of 2022, Taylor completed Sacramento State University's paramedic program. Taylor enjoys spending time with his family, the outdoors, and doing just about anything with his friends. And he is grateful and eager for the opportunity to serve the people of Dorado County. Fallon Brathwaite. Did I get it right? I've had to just refer to her as Fallon because I keep messing up her last name. But Fallon grew up in El Dorado County with her parents, sister, and 2 brothers. She's worked as a paramedic in El Dorado County for the past 7 years, mostly in South Lake Tahoe area. In her free time, she loves to spend time with her husband, family, and animals. She likes being outdoors, hunting, fishing, four-wheeling, and riding horses. She also works at the local veterinarian office and plans to attend veterinarian school in the future. She's excited to learn and serve the district and give back to her community. Aaron Fields. Aaron is 25 years old and grew up here in El Dorado County. He moved to Santa Cruz, California after high school, where he attended Cabrillo College and obtained his EMT certification. Aaron worked as an EMT for 2.5 years in Santa Clara County before obtaining his paramedic license. He spent the past 2 years working full-time as a paramedic in Stockton, California, and currently lives in Folsom. He's excited about the opportunity to serve the community in which he grew up. Brian Duffy. Brian Duffy is also 29 years old and lives in Auburn, California with his girlfriend Jackie. He is a graduate of Chico State University with a bachelor's degree in health science. Shortly after, he began working for the U.S. Forest Service, Tahoe National Forest, as a seasonal firefighter for 2 seasons. He then worked for AMR Contra Costa as an EMT. He attended paramedic school at Sacramento State, where he worked as a paramedic for the Sierra Nevada Memorial Ambulance in Nevada County upon graduation. He is excited for the opportunity to be part of the fire district and is eager to serve our citizens. Now I'd like to invite Paramedic Kyle Lopez to do the honors of placing Medic 49 in service.
Proudly serving the community of Diamond Springs and the citizens of El Dorado County.
Medic 49, have a
Just a couple of people that we really need to thank for getting this all set up and everything that we have here today for all of you to be part of this program and ceremony. Again, Red Hawk Casino and the Shield Springs Band of Miwok Indians, they've generously provided us with some food and drink that we invite each one of you to partake in once we get done here. Thank you guys for helping all that. And really, without the support without the support of our administrative staff, we have Lori Tuttle from Diamond Springs, Katrina Daniels, and Kathleen Grant from the County Guard. They're the ones who, you know, all the cookies, the tables, everything, the balloons, these things. This is all, you know, a couple of firemen wouldn't be able to pull this off. We need them in the stations to take care of that, and they really have made today what it is. So thank all of you for it. Please raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California and the policies of the Dorado County Fire Protection District and the policies of the Diamond Springs Fire Protection District, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of paramedic upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Now we can do the photos. Yeah, some pictures and things. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the community support and being part of this really great day for us to bring this ambulance back to schools. Thank you all.